Dadati will give Swa his own Pada lotus feet Antikam proximity to. When will Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, who has established within this material world the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under his lotus feet? So what is the main purpose of Chaitanya Rupa Goswami here? He has fulfilled the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam, whatever is inside the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami has fulfilled it. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita it's mentioned, Shri Rupa Hridaya Prabhu Shakti Sancharilo Sarva Tattva Nirupane Pravina Padilo. By entering the heart of Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered him to ascertain properly the conclusions of all truths. He made him an experienced devotee whose decisions correctly agreed with the verdicts of the disciplic succession. Thus, Srila Rupa Goswami was personally empowered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this describes how in Chaitanya Charitamrita it describes that how in Rupa Goswami's heart who is residing? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he has given him all the conclusions of Vedic literatures, the truths. Then it is enabling Rupa Goswami to take the decisions as per disciplic successions. So when you are surrendered to Guru, we always chant in morning, Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Vande Mohi Savadhana Mate Jahara Prasade Bhai E Bhava Tariya Jai Krishna Prapti Hoy Jaha Pate Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Akya Arna Koriya Mane Asha. So whatever Guru has said, it has to be printed on your heart, not in your mind or intelligence. And you cannot expect anything else except fulfilling the desire of Guru. So that is why Rupa Goswami was personally empowered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one who doesn't expect other things except desire of Guru, he can actually advance in Krishna consciousness. Then the truth will be revealed to them. So, I don't have a remote. It's difficult to do like this. Switch off the screen sometime. So, Bhagavad Gita 2.66. It's mentioned. You can chant with me this verse. Nasti buddhir ayuktasya. Nasti buddhir ayuktasya. Nacha yuktasya bhavanaha. Nacha yuktasya bhavanaha. Nacha bhavayatah santi. Nacha bhavayatah santi. Asantasya kuta sukham. Asantasya kuta sukham. Someone can do translation.
One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace?
So this is how you can achieve peace. Santi. Asantasya kutam sukham. One who is not peaceful, he cannot become happy. And to become peaceful, what you have to achieve? You have to get connected with the Supreme. You have to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And who is the connection? Connecting where? Guru, spiritual master. So this is a secret verse about how you can achieve peace by the mercy of Guru. So then only the transcendental intelligence will be provided to you. In Rupa Goswami's case also this is happening. Right now we read. By entering the heart of Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered him to ascertain properly the consciousness of all truth. So this is very important. If you see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has not given the signs of pure Krishna consciousness to everyone. With masses, Mahaprabhu did Sankirtan. Okay. And with classes, Mahaprabhu did discussion. So only limited people will come with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, sit down, he will discuss the topics which are very, very confidential, which are very, very inert. You cannot get it with your gross senses. So that is why now this session is not for people who are still questioning how I will understand if Krishna is God or not. Someone else may be God. This place is not for, at least this session is not for people who are not very interested to take up Krishna consciousness. They are still examining and they're still practically they're experimenting various kind of things. So that is why if you enter in our Vedic scriptures, you'll find the conclusion. But Guru is easily providing it. You don't have to do a lot of research. You cannot, keep on researching entire life and understand that Krishna is God. Guru is telling Krishna is God. Just accept it. And for accepting it, you need Shraddha. And Shraddha will come when you do Shravan. So, in Bhagavad Gita 4.34, one verse is given. What is the famous verse? So pranipatena means with humility, right? That vidhi, the process is with humility you should approach the spiritual master. But how you will get humility? Humility requires respect. You cannot be humble in front of anyone. You need to respect the person. So that is why you have to understand that that person is representative of Lord Shri Krishna. He is speaking the absolute truth that is revealed in our Vedic scriptures by Lord himself. And he is in disciplic succession. That is his qualification, that he is in disciplic succession. When we talk about disciplic succession, a lot of things comes up. The board is not available. A lot of things are available. A lot of things are coming if you talk about disciplic successions. Okay. The first thing is you have to understand that in disciplic succession, the person who is in disciplic succession have a guru. Have a guru. And from where the parampara is coming down? It is not a disciplic succession starting from Modi. Okay. So the disciplic succession has started from Krishna himself. So like this. And it should be authorized by our Vedic scriptures. So you can write down disciplic succession. And it's continuing now. It's continuing. Day 2. See, day 2. Round 2. Disciplic succession has some points. What is? The preceding guru is there. What are other points that strike your mind when you talk about starting from Krishna? Okay. So what are the 4 disciplic successions? You know?
Brahma Sampradaya.
Okay. Brahma Madhava Gauriya. Rudra Sampradaya. Shri Sampradaya. Kumar Sampradaya. Okay. You can write numbers. Yeah, Sampradayas. You can write 4 Sampradayas. Authorized. 4 authorized. What else comes to your mind when you hear this term disciplic succession? What all things strikes in your mind?
Vedic scriptures.
Yeah, Vedic scriptures. Follow Vedas, the scriptures.
Not adulterated.
Not adulterated. Okay.
Bona fide.
Bona fide teachings. Bona fide teachings. Unadulterated teachings. What else?
Different groups, but reaching to the one place.
Sampradayas actually holds that. Okay, but you still can write one goal Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay, you can write one goal Krishna. Achha. Akshay, what else comes to your mind when you hear disciplic succession?
लाइन में चलता है
हाँ वही लाइन में चल रहा है हम लोग लाइन में जा रहे हैं ABCD और कुछ बोलिए ऐसा कुछ which is going to fit here in this entire this is disciplic succession is not a, only two words. So you see preceding guru should be there, then you should start from Krishna, you should be authorized by the four sampradayas which are authorized, you should be following some Vedic scriptures. If you have to understand that there is a disciplic succession, guru parampara, so what are things that can be included?
As it is. Krishna was this.
Yeah, it is, we don't know, bona fide teachings.
they follow the four regulated principles.
Follow four regular, go to Vedic scriptures, it comes. Okay, if you still, you can write four regular principles. Very important. Okay, what else?
Mahamantra, yeah. That is in four sampradaya, they follow the same thing.
Okay. Mantra.
Taking the holy name.
Okay, holy names of Lord. Holy name of Lord has to be there in this. So write down holy name of Lord. We are just breaking now following Vedic scriptures. It's nothing else. These two things comes under point number D. So we are just diluting it because we often do this. Maybe we don't follow other instructions, but we follow specifically this two. So what else? Disciplic succession. Saurabh.
Knowledge flows
Towards
the from guru to shishya.
flow of knowledge from guru to shishya. Means there has to be a disciple.
Yes.
Okay, ideal disciple. Okay. Flow of knowledge. I can add one. Initiation has to be there in disciplic succession. Okay. Because we mentioned teachings. Shiksha parampara already there. Now Diksha parampara is the second thing. Shiksha is more important than Diksha. But both are going side by side. Both are not less important. Both are equal. Parallel lines of railway track, Shiksha and Diksha. Without Shiksha, Diksha is meaningless. Without Diksha, Shiksha is also meaningless. So what else can come? Okay, as of now it's okay. Association, Sangha. Sangha should be coming. Okay, Sangha can be included.
Vedic scripture is there, so book reading is there, chanting is there.
Yes.
Deity worship.
Deity worship, but okay, it is there. It will come under following Vedic literature. But now this Sangha is very nice concept. This is very nice point. Why? If a disciplic succession is there, what happened after Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur? Gaudiya Maths form different Gaudiya Maths. So they have disobeyed the previous Acharya. Means the succession is broken in terms of teachings. And when teachings is gone, like I said, no Siksha, no Diksha. Diksha is not valid. Prabhupada said, once you stop following my instructions, you are not connected to me. You are not my disciple. He has declared. In IDC course, if you do in future, you will come to me.
Then do governing body is
1 point, yes. Okay, governing body, GBC. In disciplic succession. This is in ISKCON. Gaudiya Math also, now they also follow GBC. Okay, they have made their GBC.
And will they come with four threads? Somewhere the took such a demand took some 2.5 more.
Yeah, it will come under the teachings, bona fide teachings. He took Vaishnav Seva, Vigraha Seva, then deity worship from different kind of sampradayas. He took all these things. Okay, so we can include it. So now you see in Chaitanya Charitamrita it's mentioned that Rupa Goswami's embodiment of Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love. He is actually not an ordinary person, not only a simple Goswami. He is Rupa Manjari. So Rupa Goswami was naturally very beautiful. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expanded his mercy to Srila Rupa Goswami just so he could render service by writing transcendental literature. So actually the main core purpose of Rupa Goswami was to write these transcendental literatures. So he has given us the essence of bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti. He has taken us to the level of Prema Bhakti. So now in your preface, you have Upadesha book with all,
Yes.
all of you have? No? Okay, those who have can take out. If you read, we'll read the preface. Read the preface. Let's start reading the preface. Let's make it available here also. Everything is there in bookstore. Don't worry. I'm very bad in using this. Use it much. I love. Can you see Upadeshamrita somewhere?
No, your screen is not visible. The screen you are sharing is a different.
Oh, then it is very nice. Meditate on this. I'm coming to Upadeshamrita. Veda base. For those who have not got there,
Next.
okay. So we already mentioned that Rupa Goswami, he has come to give the prema, and he was a Rupa Manjari, right? How to share this screen. Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay. We'll read this.
Preface. The Krishna consciousness movement is conducted under the supervision of Sri Rupa Goswami. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas or Bengali Vaishnavas are mostly followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of whom the Sri Goswamis of Vrindavan are direct disciples. Therefore, Sri Anantam Das Thakur has sung, Rupa Raghunath Pade, Haive Akuti, Kabe Hamar Bujabo se Yugadar Piriti. When I am eager to understand the literature given by the Goswamis, then I shall be able to understand the transcendental loving affairs of Radha and Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in order to bestow upon human society the benefits of the science of Krishna. The most exalted of all the activities of Lord Krishna are his pastimes of conjugal love with the gopis. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the mood of Srimati Radharani, the best of the gopis. Therefore, to understand the mission of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and follow in his footsteps, one must very seriously follow in the footsteps of the six Goswamis. Sri Rupa, Sanatan, Bhakti Raghunath, Sri Jiva Gopal, and Das Raghunath. Sri Rupa Goswami was the leader of all the Goswamis, and to guide our activities, he gave us this Upadeshamrita, the nectar of instruction to follow. The Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left behind him the 8 verses known as 6 Shastakal. Rupa Goswami gave us Upadeshamrita so that we may become pure Vaishnavas. In all spiritual affairs, one's first duty is to control his mind and senses. Unless one controls his mind and senses, one cannot make any advancement in spiritual life. Everyone within this material world is engrossed in the modes of passion and ignorance. One must promote himself to the platform of goodness, Sadhguru, by following the instructions of Rupa Goswami, and then everything concerning how to make further progress is revealed. Advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude of the follower. The follower of the Krishna consciousness movement should become a perfect Goswami. Vaishnavas are generally known as Goswamis. In Vrindavan, this is the title by which the director of each chapter is known. One who wants to become a perfect devotee of Krishna must become a Goswami. Go means the senses, and the Swami means the master. Unless one controls the sense and the mind, one cannot become a Goswami. To achieve the highest success in life by becoming Goswami and then pure devotee of the Lord, one must follow the instructions of the Goswami, which have been given by Srila Rupa Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami have given many other books, such as Satyar Swami Sindhu, Vedanta Madhav, and Lalita Madhav. So with this time, it constitutes the first instruction for
Inside-
devotees.
Inside
Once
that
you follow this instruction very
there is,
strictly,
I
then
think
it will be
that's the
easier
nice
to
one.
make one's life successful. Hare
in
Krishna.
that last one on table. There is a for this word. I think I saw. Let him come. You read like some Rajdhani Express.
Yes.
Why? We are going somewhere. So here you see this mind and senses. This word. So you should follow this line. Mind and senses we can control. Then you'll reach slowly. When mind and senses are not controlled, you are in passion. So that is why before this class starts, what we should do, we should delay the time to 10:30 or we should keep it 10. If you tell 10, then you'll come by 10:30. Right? So don't think the class is going to start from 10. You think the class is going from 9:30. Then you'll reach by 10. Then you can come, wear dhoti, do tilak, at least in this class, and dress as a Vaishnava. Otherwise, our dress, our surroundings, our appearance also have some effect on us. And we tend to be in that mode of material culture. Not fun. Just get something, anything. Can you pull this carpet so that, or you remove these two chairs, you put it back. This red chairs, yes, take it in that side. This chair is very. Now you come here and put the carpet till this black mark. Bring it. Be careful. Okay.
No.
Upside, from upside. Only the stick. Now bring the chair close. No, they will not get cold. They are sitting, but I am feeling that was seeing them. Especially Shubham. His kids are not taking rest on that. Okay, so here the main points. The main points are Goswamis of Vrindavan are direct disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's the first point we could see, and Narottam Das Thakur has given in his prayer, Rupa Raghunatha Pade, Hoibe Akuti, Kabe Hama Bujha Bose, Jugala Priti. It's a very nice bhajan, you all can remember. Gauranga Bolite Habe, Ulaka Sharira, Hari Hari Bolite, Nayane Babe Mira. Water will come out if you chant Hare Krishna. If you your tears will come out. It should be the sign. But now we are chanting and what we are doing? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. This we are doing a lot of inattentive chanting. And no water is coming, but we are taking water from outside, rust. So, you see why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. There is a secret. There are many reasons. Krishna doesn't do anything without any reason. He has many reasons behind. So one of the reason is in Bhagavad Gita he promises that Stam prasaiva bhajami aham. Whatever way one approaches me, I reward the person in the same way. So that is why Krishna has mentioned, he has promised that he will reward the person the same way the person has approached him or worshipped him. Now these gopis of Vrindavan, what they did, they worshipped Krishna like mad person. They has become crazy, mad love, no limitation. They forgot to dress also. When they hear the flute sound, they leave their homes, they go to the banks of Yamuna or the Vrindavan, they go inside the forest and they just search for Krishna. They become like mad. They forget to comb their hair. So sometimes they are cooking something and they leave the food like this. Rice is cooking, and nobody is there to take it down. So what will happen after they will come back home? You just imagine. So now they are dancing with Krishna. So this is the bhav of gopis. And now Srimati Radharani is the best of gopis, who has experienced the immense separation from Krishna while Krishna left Vrindavan. Actually, Krishna never left Vrindavan, but as per the Leela, when he went from Vrindavan to Mathura to Dwarika, so when Radharani was experiencing immense separation. So how now Krishna will repay Srimati Radharani? By experiencing the same pain. So he came in golden form and in the mood of Srimati Radharani. That is why Mahaprabhu is actually not Krishna. He is Srimati Radharani. And Krishna and Radharani are not different. They are both same. So the Krishna in form of Radharani, with the mood of Radharani. So that is why Rupa Goswami is saying the Namo Mahavadannaya. Namo Mahavadannaya means the most magnanimous. Magnanimous, I am a sannyasi. What can I give to people? I am a beggar. I don't have anything to give. How I am becoming magnanimous? So Krishna Prema Padar. You have given Krishna Prema. That is why you are magnanimous. You are very great. Krishna Chaitanya. So Mahaprabhu has again question. No, Krishna Prema only Krishna can give. How I can give? I am not a qualified person. How I am giving Krishna? I am not giving. So then again this confirmed. Krishna Chaitanya. No. You are only Krishna. Now you have come as Krishna Chaitanya. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, but I am Chaitanya. No. Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I am Krishna. No, it's not possible. Krishna is black. He's a black cowherd boy. How is this possible? So then again, person said, no. You have taken a different name. Namne Gaura Tusha Nama. Tusha means golden. And form is golden. Your body luster is golden. So you have changed your form. So that is how it is confirmed that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give this knowledge, to set example how Srimati Radharani has felt the separation from Krishna all these years in Vrindavan. And now it is not easy for Krishna himself to repay that. So he is setting example by coming himself. And teaching also the other devotees the extreme of bhakti. There is no extreme of bhakti actually, but he has shown us some limit. Okay, he could not show us the infinity, but he has at least shown us million and million, counting of bhakti. That is also impossible for us to do. Now you are in baby steps. So that is why, if we follow seriously the footsteps of six Goswamis, very important line. This line is very important line. Follow in his footsteps. We have to actually follow the footsteps. মেলারি পাঠিয়েছি কাল সময় পাঠিয়েছি আসলে কোন বেঙ্গলি পাঠিয়ে আপনি চেক করুন। আচ্ছা আমি আপনাকে একটু সময় পরে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে দিয়ে দিচ্ছি ফাইল। following the footsteps is the most important part. We can have two ways. Either you can do imitation or you can follow the footsteps. That is, imitation is called anukaran and following the footstep is called anusaran. So when you imitate, oh, Namacharya Haridas Thakur chanted, 3 lakh Nam. So I will also chant 64 rounds. So today the journey begins. I have understood Hariname, 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 Kevalam. So from today I will chant 64 rounds. How much time it will take?
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay, 8 hours you're chanting now. And then no one to clean your clothes. Nobody is there to cook your food. Then your college has given the deadline of your assignment. You're chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Assignment. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So it's happening now. No. Haridas Thakur. This is imitation. So Haridas Thakur, you are imitating and you are chanting 64 hours, but it's not going to help you. He chanted 24 hours. Suppose you took the goal of 64 hours, but it's not going to help you. So now what do you do? You have to follow the footsteps. Haridas Thakur chanted attentively, right? He chanted attentive rounds. He has always mentioned that you should chant with attention. So now you can at least chant your prescribed rounds, 16, 8, 20, whatever rounds you chant with attention. And by chanting attentively, you are actually following his footsteps. So like this, you can relate this everywhere. This logic, this principle you can put everywhere. That whether I am imitating or I am just following the footsteps. So most of the time our spiritual life starts when we start imitating others. We copy. Oh, this person is dancing like this way. I will say, so much swings in the body, fall in the body. Why you do like this? You see in our Vaishnava Sudachar book how it's mentioned, how you should dance in front of the deities. There is this book, Vaishnava Sudachar. Bring the book. It's inside, manual white color. So in that book it is mentioned, simple steps. How Prabhupada showed. How our acharyas are dancing. Now you are getting like 7, 8 folds. Krishna has 3 folds. So you are getting 7, 8 folds, and sometimes it looks like you are like some zombie. No, I had learned from that Prabhu. That Prabhu is dancing like this. I also dance like this. Are you in that level? Or do you understand with what mindset is dancing? When you dance, people get disturbance. So Matajis are getting disturbed. And when you dance more when you see Matajis. And when nobody is in the temple, then where is your dance? You don't dance. So you want to sing when the temple is full of crowd. You don't want to sing when the temple is empty. So one devotee, I remember, he shouted that when the mandir is full, you are coming and you are chanting, you are doing kirtan, but now nobody is there, so you are not singing, you are just standing. So he's telling that I have some throat problem, I cannot sing today. That is, sorry, please forgive me. So then he forgot. And once this devotee was coughing, and I saw he was having some tonsillitis, and he was ready to do the Sunday Arati. So this is a pretending. This is pretending. This is actually hypocrisy. So in this book, everything is mentioned very nicely. How you pay obeisances, how your hands should be. I don't know if you have this book with you. You should always ask people while going from somewhere, middle of 2%, the situation may come. What you should do? You should show your hand that I want to go. Symbolize. Kirtan is going on, people are sitting, so you want to go. Now, how people will understand? You have to show your hand that I want to go. So then you should do it only if there is no other option left. This is how to accept Charnamrit. Can you see the picture?
Yes.
How to accept Charnamrit. They have done very nicely. This book, I really like this book. See dancing, the entire section of dancing, how you should dance. This is the first option, how you can dance. And then you can do this. Then you can make circle and and what you should not do. These all things. Spinning. When somebody lifting someone, it was happening in temple. And then I have to discard it. I have to literally, and some of our IOS students were big. The one person was holding, one person was tall, one person was short, and he was holding the neck of the tall person. And this person will spin, and that person will be like a fan. Then I didn't know because I was always here in the class in IF, and when I sing, I don't do backside. Nowadays I go for dancing or do some background attention also. But earlier I used to only do the kirtan and come back. But this things happened. Some lady got hurt. Some kid also got hurt from this leg of this devotee who is flying. So this is a very dangerous situation. You should know the proper Vaishnava etiquette. That is why this book is going to elevate you from neophytic stage to pure Krishna consciousness. You will understand everything with this book. This book is not very ordinary book. So this book will help you to understand everything because it will bring you in the mode of passion. Okay. So that is how we should follow the footsteps of our previous acharyas. So why Rupa Goswami gave us this book? Because he wanted us to become pure Vaishnavas. He wanted us to become pure Vaishnavas. For those who came late, missed a lot of content we discussed. And we will collect this later on from Tanmay Divas. So Upadeshamrita should not be taken cheaply. It will make ourselves pure Vaishnava. Vaishnavas, everyone is Vaishnava. Mahaprabhu said that if someone once uttered the holy name, he is a Vaishnava. But now, there are various classes of Vaishnavas. We'll understand when we go to verse number 5. But now, as of now, you have to understand that there are various classes of Vaishnavas. Like in the beginning, I said, Mahaprabhu did Sankirtan with masses and he preached the classes. So with pure devotees, Mahaprabhu used to sit down and discuss the very confidential matter, subjects of Krishna consciousness. So now, you see, Prabhupada mentioned this preface very nicely so that you can understand the entire NOI here. You don't have to go deep in the book. It's a very big blessing of Prabhupada. Why you will read NOI from today? Because you'll understand the preface. So that is why I'm taking a lot of time to discuss one section of the preface. So Srila Prabhupada wrote, in all spiritual affairs, one's first duty is to control his mind and senses. In all spiritual affairs. You go to some Babaji, you go to some Patanjali, you go to Himalaya, you go anywhere. They will say that you follow Brahmacharya, you sit down, you don't eat much, you refrain your senses from enjoyment. From wherever you go, any kind of spiritual platform, spiritual means controlling the senses. Sense control is to be there. If you cannot control your senses, your Krishna consciousness is very loose. Your spiritual life is very sasta, not tikau. Sasta, market you get sasta and tikau, but if you don't refrain your senses, if you don't follow strictly, if you don't control your senses, then your spiritual life is sasta and not tikau, not lasting. So that is why one cannot make advancement until and unless he controls his mind and senses. Mana and Indriya. Indriyani mano buddhi. In Indriya, the senses, mind or man, and buddhi, intelligence, who sits? Lust. 3 places where lust sits. In Bhagavad Gita mentioned. So that is why it is mentioned. If you can control your mind and Indriya, man and senses, automatically you can enhance in Krishna consciousness. It becomes very easy. So now you see, we'll make an equation out of this, what we are studying now. So here, now we have entered the equation already. Everyone with this material world is engrossed in mode of passion and ignorance, Raja and Tama. One must promote himself to the platform of goodness, Sattva Gun, by following the instructions of. So this book will bring you to what? These are the instructions, golden instructions of Rupa Goswami. And then everything concerning how to make further progress will be revealed. So now we got first, mind and senses has to be controlled to make advancement. Okay. And by controlling mind and senses and following the instructions of Rupa Goswami, what will achieve? Sattva Guna. So now you see what is coming in the equation. Advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude of the follower. These are the golden lines of Prabhupada. How you will advance? Prabhu, I am not advancing, I am not advancing. Because your attitude is not good. Hey, I went to ISKCON, they made me work like a labor. Your attitude is not seva bhav. You thought someone is treating you like a labor. So is it your, like, are you a personal labor to him? No. Whom you are serving? Krishna. So what is the loss in becoming Krishna's labor? The acharyas are ready to become stone, trees, twigs, butterfly, parrot, Golok Vrindavan, because they will be with Krishna. And you are not getting the chance. They will not get the chance of becoming labor of Krishna, because all the gopis have occupied the position. Seats are full. You will not get any chance to do. Now you go in Mayapur. Okay, in our temple, okay, I am there. I can help you to get some garland making, to iron Prabhupada dress, to do something related to the deities, some sandalwood paste, these things you can take part. But in Mayapur, you go, reserve. I went there for throw me out. No, you please don't make this place crowded. You can go. I said, I've taken a second initiation. Can I see at least? No, you cannot enter our deity. You take permission from higher authority. I went to the higher authority and they said, no, you have to do a course 6 months, you have to stay here. I said, I already have done deity worship course. I have done the manual in ISKCON Bharti. I have compiled everything by reading Pancharatra Pradeep, everything. I explained them. I know this devotee, that devotee. I said everything, all my biodata, whatever was possible in my discipline, my hobbies, my talents, everything was there. And end of the day, they said, okay, you come later. Today, no chance. Tomorrow morning you come. So next day I went 5:30. Then he said, today also house, tomorrow morning you come. So I understood they don't want to install. Means all of them has filled the vacancies, no vacancy. So if they would have complained, if you imagine that they would have said that they are making us work like labor. So that is why advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude. Attitude. You should remember this term. Attitude. What is my attitude? Today I am going to temple. What is my attitude? Today I am doing this seva. What is my attitude? I am going and asking a question to Shuji Prabhu. What is my attitude? Do I really need the answer now? Or I want attention? Or I want to show that I am very intelligent? Or I want to show that I read books? Or I want to show that nobody could question, I could question? What is your attitude? That is the most important. And one attitude that will always help us to advance is humbleness. Danyata. Always you should keep humility. If you have humility, even if you give the wrong answer, everybody laughed in the class, but who will count you? Krishna. Krishna will see that, oh, you appeared, you are humble. So all the knowledge will be imparted in your heart. So let's go to 10.10 Bhagavad Gita. Very deep subject to discuss. You cannot end up only discussing Upadeshamrita. You need reference to understand. Yes. See, when you get intelligence. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam jenamam upayanti te tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam jenamam upayanti te tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam jenamam upayanti te. So the translation: to those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So you cannot get the understanding of going back home, back to Godhead until unless you serve Krishna with love. You have to serve Krishna with love. Okay, let's go to the next verse here. Very important. 10.10, 11, and 12. Teshamevanukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha nasyami atma bhavastho jnanadipena bhaswatah teshamevanukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha nasyami atma bhavastho jnanadipena bhaswatah.
Teshamevanukampartham
Teshamevanukampartham
ajnanajam tamaha
aham ajnanajam tamaha
nasyami atma bhavasto
nasyami
jnanadipena bhaswatah.
Translation. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of
Ignorance.
how to come out of tamagun, how to come out of ignorance, how to come out of this darkness. You can what you have to do? Serve Krishna with then he will give you the special mercy because he is there in your heart. He is seeing that you are doing with your love. You are not doing for some becoming famous, becoming great. I am this to prove yourself something. And because you are doing with love, Krishna is dwelling in your heart. He will destroy. Like a shining lamp comes, then the darkness is gone. When you switch on the light, the darkness is gone. So Krishna is shining in your heart, the lamp of knowledge. So now we can go more here in the part where it is very nicely mentioned. But it's your homework. You study and remember these two verses, 10 and 11. Then Arjuna has mentioned this. It is an introduction of Bhagavad Gita. Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Param Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam Vajamino. So this is Krishna is saying that you are Param Brahma. You are the supreme truth, Param Dhama, the supreme abode, Pavitram, purest, Bhavan, yourself, Bhavan is with the term. So, where we went here. This we did. Krishna consciousness is conducted. We are already in the preface. So, do you remember this? Those who went to Vrindavan, this is Samadhi of Srila Rupa Goswami. It was very nice visiting there. Now they're making something there. Akshay Patra is doing some nonsense. They're destroying the place. Okay.
So this one is there.
Opposite of
Radha
Madan
Damodar. Radha Damodar. See, we have many options in spiritual life to get inspiration. But Jnana Dipena Bhashyati, Krishna said, will give the light of knowledge to those who are doing sincerely. So that is why your attitude defines your spiritual advancement. And now you see, Prabhupada has further explained, the follower of Krishna consciousness movement should become a perfect Goswami. Who is a Goswami? Goswami means Vaishnavas are generally called Goswami. In Vrindavan, this is the title by which the director of each temple is known. One who wants to become a perfect devotee of Krishna must become a Goswami. Go means the senses, Swami means the master, Swami. Okay. Unless one controls his senses and mind, again Prabhupada mentioned senses and mind. So now the equation is complete. From where we started? Right. We started from senses and mind. How we can control our senses and mind? By following teachings of Rupa Goswami. So what the teachings of Rupa Goswami will give us?
Elementary vascular
Mode of goodness is the equation. And then if you come in the mode of goodness, we can develop our attitude. We can develop the attitude to serve Krishna. In mode of goodness only we can do devotional service. Tesham satati yuktanam bhajatam sapriti purvakam. Rajaguni people cannot do Krishna consciousness service. They cannot serve Krishna. They are very passionate. They want everything for themselves. Then mode of goodness. And then attitude. Attitude of the you at first advancement. If you come in mode of goodness, you have advance. So advancement is there. Advancement, very small. Advancement. Then attitude of the follower. It depends on attitude of the follower. And what should be the attitude of the follower? He should be a humble, but he should be a Goswami. He should be like a Goswami. It should be the attitude of the follower. No, you write it in the equation number 5. Goswami. You should become a Goswami. Goswami means who has controlled the senses. Master of senses. So, mind and senses. You can say mind and senses. So, unless one controls the senses and mind, one cannot become a Goswami. To achieve the highest success in life, highest success in life by becoming Goswami and then a pure devotee of God, one must follow the instructions known as Upadeshamrita, which have been given by Srila Rupa Goswami. You understood the equation? Again, we have gone to, if you have to become Goswami, the highest perfectional stage of spiritual life, then we have to follow the instructions of, link this 5 with 1. Okay. From number 1 to 5. What is this? But it is really from Goswami, just put one, yes, that one, the C, one bracket. Okay, it will be. You're not very good in drawing. Okay. Whatever you need, just we can take it from here. So now you see towards the ending what Prabhupada is writing. Srila Rupa Goswami has given many other books such as Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, we will study future, Vidagdha Madhava, Lalita Madhava, but Upadeshamrita constitutes the first instructions for neophyte devotees. One should follow these instructions very strictly. Then it will be easier to make one life successful. Hare Krishna. Any questions till now? This Prabhupada wrote September 20, 1975, Vishwaroopa Mahotsav, Krishna Balaram Mandir, Ramanditi Vrindavan, India. Any questions till now? To ask something, to clarify.
So Manjari means what?
Manjari means those who assist the gopis. We will discuss it about. Rupa Anuga follower Rupa Goswami. Rupa Anuga follower of Rupa Goswami. Those who follow Rupa Goswami. So now in Rupa Shri Upadeshamrita, this text describes this particular subjects which we will understand. Text number 1 to 7 describes Vaidhi Sadhan Bhakti. Vaidhi Sadhan Bhakti is following the rules and regulations. Wake up morning, do Mangalarti, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, follow 4 regular principles. This is Vaidhi Sadhan. Unwillingly, but you have to do it. Even if you will, even if you don't will, you have to do. These are the rules and regulations of Vaidhi Sadhan. And it helps to control senses. The main objective is to control the senses. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti is aiming to bring you to mode of goodness and control your senses. In text 8, it is mentioned Raganuga sadhana bhakti. Rupanuga means follower of Rupa Goswami. Raganuga means no mental speculation. Huh? Follower of Rag Marg devotees. Those who are in Raga stage. Raga means attachment to Krishna. Raga. They are experiencing some rasa. They have certain rasa. Ragatmika and Raganuga. So Ragatmika is those who are having some mellows with Krishna. Vatsalya, like Yashoda, Sakhya, Subala, Sridham, all these Gopabalaks. Then Dasya, Hanuman. So these are different rasas, mellows. And to follow such devotees is Raganuga devotee. So you cannot say that from today I am a Raganuga devotee. I will eat one apple and give it to Krishna. Shabri did that. And what is the problem? Your attitude is different. That is why advancement depends on the attitude. This Ragatmika devotees have a specific attitude of love towards Krishna. They love Krishna immensely. They cannot imagine their life without Krishna. And we cannot imagine our life without mobile phone. That is the difference. So that is why following their footsteps will make us Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. We can go to Raganuga is also, see, Sadhana Bhakti has two types, Vaidhi Sadhana and Raganuga Sadhana. Vaidhi is following the instructions, genuinely. And Raganuga is practicing as per the Ragatmika devotees. Like intense bhajan, 2 hours sleep, 16 hours chanting, 8 hours reading books, 16 plus 8, 24, and plus 2, 26 hours a day you have to do Krishna conscious, 2 hours extra. His time will be less. The Raganuga devotee time is less. Like once in, I think here, one lady came to the temple, she was holding Gopal, always carrying her Gopal, and one day Gopal fell down. So she said, see, Gopal wants to play, so he jumped from my hand. And then Prabhupada got a letter from the temple president, one Mataji keeps Gopal plays with her, he jumps from her lap. So Prabhupada said, insult her very badly. Then this person insulted her very badly, and she became angry. So he wrote a hymn. She became angry. She is a fake. Actually, she could not handle this Gopal properly, and now she is covering up. The Gopal wants to. I wake up late because Krishna wants to. Everything, Sarva Karana Karana. Why I could not wake up? Sarva Karana Karana. You don't know, Prabhu? You are giving class. You don't know this. Who is Sarva Karana? As I came late in IF class today. Who is the cause? Krishna. I am not the cause. You should know this. And IF future. So now, yes, Krishna is cause. He is the cause of the cause. He is directly and indirectly the cause. But he has given you the little independence. That is how he is the cause. He has given you the independence. And you have misused the independence to come late. So you cannot blame him. He is the cause for which you have received the independence. Now, how you use it? It is up to you. You have misused. You could have properly used. So, 9 to 10 explains Bhava Bhakti and Prema Bhakti. Text number 9. Bhava and Prema. What is Bhava and Prema actually? Bhava means active. No. Bhava means ecstasy. Ecstasy. Prema means unconditional love. So now we have 9 steps of spiritual life. Right? First, the journey starts from Shraddha. Shravanam are the processes. Shravanam, Kirtanam, this is the process. I am talking about steps. Yes, advancement happens in these 9 steps. First is Shraddha, Ador Shraddha. Then when you one has Shraddha, one is associating with devotees, like all of you, Sadhu Sangha. This is the second stage. Congratulations, you are in the second stage now. Sadhu Sangha. Those who are sleeping not here, they are only in Shraddha. Komal Shraddha. Shraddha are in various, we'll discuss. This is very elaborate. That is why I said, see, I'm not able to go and enter into the first verse because here the entire foundation is here. You know the most expenses made while making the foundation of building. It takes long time and it's very expensive to make foundation. If you want to make 20-story building, foundation will cost as per that. So Shraddha Sadhu Sangha, now what is next? Bhajan Kriya, not Kirtan. Bhajana Kriya. Bhajana Kriya. Like now, many of you are bhajana, waking up morning program, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, following through. This is a bhajan stage. Okay. You have crossed third level successfully. Now, for this, Anartha Nivritti. But all of you are in Anartha Nivritti. Anartha is finished. Finished? Means there is some weak bhajan happening now. It's not very strong. And it's the bhajan is weak because Sadhu Sangha is not strong. And Sadhu Sangha is weak because Shraddha is komal, not strong, weak Shraddha. Komal Shraddha. We call it Komal Shraddha. In Madhurya is mentioned. Komal Shraddha. Anartha Nibriti. Then, if your anarthas are wrong, you are fixed. Anyhow, you will wake up at 2 a.m. and chant. Nishtha. After Nishtha, what comes?
Ruchi.
Ruchi. Taste. You start getting some taste. Because you are doing it regularly, now you get the taste. Nobody can stop you doing that. You are addicted. It's like addiction. Nasha ho gaya. 7. Asakti. Attachment. You cannot live without it. Asakti. Attachment to the process. Spiritual life. Attachment. This is not the asakti to jara material. This is asakti to spiritual. Adhyatmic. Asakti. Bhav. It means ecstasy, pain, unconditional. Bhav and pain are almost close, but from bhav also, one can sometime fall down. But from pain, one will not fall down. It's not possible. Krishna wants. It's not possible from pain. I've never heard it. But from bhav, you can fall down. Why from bhav, you can fall down? You see, Bharat Maharaj, he went to the forest. He was in bhav stage. But he fell down by seeing a deer. Means still bhav stage also there is a risk. Falling down. You can become attached. Again, reverse gear can happen. But once you enter prem, in prem there are many aspects. The primary to one, Swakya Parakya. Swakya means considering Krishna is mine, Krishna is mine, Krishna is mine. And Parakya means the bhav of gopis, the mood of gopis. Krishna is not mine, but I love Krishna. Even Krishna doesn't love me. I love Krishna. You know this verse? Oinanda Tamja Kinkaram. And I've fallen down many birds. I am a very insignificant person. Then in the last verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned prem, level of prem. Here also in 8 verses, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives Shraddha to prem. First is Chaitanya Marjana. Shraddha, Vajana, everything is there. Harinam, Bhava Mahadava, by reading, chanting, we will get this, we will get out of material existence, everything will happen, moon will come into life, everything is correct. The first verse. Shraddha, Vajana, Kriya, Sadhu, the first verse. But last verse of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Shastram, Asprisya Vadaradam Pinastram, Adarsana Manadal, Tarutuva Yatharatha Vidya, Lampato. Lampat means who is addressed as Lampat? Lampat means who is a deceitful person. Who cheated, who cheats from. Sorry? Debauchee. The translation is on this. Okay. So this Krishna, even if he cheats, even if he leaves me, even if he doesn't pay any attention, I'm doing for so long and he's least bothered. Like sometimes happen in some relationship, you invest a lot, that person has no feeling, no emotions for you. He rejects you like anything. Instead, he humiliates you. You know? But no one can take your place. You are my Nath, my Swami. So that kind of love is required. That is called prema stage. Understand? This is Parakya. Krishna not mine, but I still love Krishna. Krishna may not love me. He may not give me attention. Even when I accept my peers, but I still love him. Someone who can believe. So, preface and text 1, we will discuss mainly the urges in Krishna consciousness, how to control the urges. Text 2 to 3, 6, favorable and 6 unfavorable activities in Krishna consciousness. Then text number 3, we will discuss, text number 4, we will discuss 6 kinds of loving action. Here we may pause the course for time. We'll go for text number 4, this round, next round we will come. Then we'll start some other book. Okay, after text number 4. So I'd like to this already I have discussed. This is a group activity. All of you will have Prashadam. After Prashadam, what you will do? You have to do this. You have to read this slokas of Bhagavad Gita, or you can find out more references from Bhagavad Gita and make a table. Make a table of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Okay, like tapasya. This is the criteria. So you will make a column. You can draw this. Make 4 columns. Erase it. 4 columns. So the first column will be very small. Okay, and you may need the entire layout of a copy. Like if you have this kind of copy, you use it like open it fully. Make the table like whole copy should come. Got the point? Today we have also some gifts for all. So the first column will be a little bit smaller. No, just make it a little small. 2 fingers shorter. No, more this side. More this side. Okay. So now make 3 equal parts. 3 equal parts of the board. Okay. So this is your group activity. Make the first. Okay. Now we'll write first is category. Particulars, category, item, whatever you want to write. Now you write goodness. Passion. Ignorance. Let's start with one example. Then further you will. Suppose I am taking mind. Oh, one more is reference. Okay. We will not write reference. We just write. Now first write mind. So mind in goodness is peaceful. But where it is in Bhagavad Gita, you have to mention. So below peaceful, you make a bracket. Small bracket. Just you write PG 13 point something. Then in passion, how will be the mind? Restless, agitated. You can find the exact terms from Gita. What term is used? Restless, agitated. You can use as many as terms from your side also. What you feel. Okay. Stubborn, angry, anger. Not that. Ignorant mind means careless, no thinking. Idle mind, no activity. Idle mind. So like this, we have to make animal. That we can see different category. Our Shastra is there. Cow, goodness. Lion, passion. So you come passion. Lion, tiger, all these areas. In ignorance, bear will come. Yes, hog. How is there? Donkey is there. So like this, you have to make table, and you can use this shlokas as a reference. So many things you will get here. mainly in 14th chapter, and this 18th chapter is not mentioned here. 18th chapter you get huge content. Just read the translation, you keep on getting tapasya, how is tapasya, how is donation, how is charity. All these things are classified in Bhagavad Gita as per these 3 modes. You have to make. Everyone has to make in their copy. So now what you will do? You will make group of 2 person or maybe 3 person. You make group, and then you do the research together, and then you divide among yourself the sections. You write and copy paste from your colleague. That also you can do, or you can write together systematically with discussion. So what you will do? I will sit. You remove these chairs. Sit down. Here some different corners. One group. So you can select your group as per yourself. You don't bother you. You can select your friends.